Hey guys, I just wanted to make a video addressing some of the recoil script accusations. Uh, so I'm loading into a server that I use a lot. It's called Rusty Aimbots, and it's a really great server. I really recommend it to anyone who wants to play on it. I'll try to leave the IP down in the description. So we've had some audio issues recording this video a couple times. So I'm gonna turn this down very, very low. So basically, here's the regular recoil right here. This is regular recoil. So that was regular recoil. Here's regular recoil crouching. That's regular recoil crouching. And so what you want to do is you literally have to invert this. Okay, you literally just invert and flip it, and that's the recoil pattern. So one thing that this server has is if you just hold down the button, you're gonna hold down your mouse button for about 30 seconds until it shoots about 30 rounds. So you don't lose ammo on this server. So eventually the game is gonna run out of script for the AK. So here we go. Alright, so that's no recoil. That's literally none. Except for like the RNG. So that's what that looks like. So what you want to do is after you invert that, you're just going to control the recoil normally. So that's me, and that's none. Well, I don't have no recoil. I mean, a script I guess could be a little off, but I don't use one. So like it's like okay, a normal recoil script for anyone who doesn't know is basically when you hold it down, that like when you crouch and you spray, that's gonna be held down for you. That's gonna it's gonna try to mimic that, but of course it can't completely because the person who made it is probably retarded. But so basically, at about a 50-meter range, you can bet your bottom dollar that you should be able to control this spray in about like this fashion and spray a decent amount of a clip into somebody. Of course, you never spray this much into somebody at once because they're dead. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to address some of the recoil script accusations that have been against me as a player. Just hop on one of these servers and learn the patterns. Like, that's the best thing I can advise anybody, is to learn this pattern. Because, like, combat tags or a battlefield server, I mean, you fight people, and that's good because it gets your aim good. But at the same time, these 3-round bursts aren't giving you the full script. You're getting if you master this, you know, you get your little 3-round burst into like what it looks like one bullet or whatever. You know, that's good and all. Just headshot people. But it doesn't give you a good representation of the whole entire recoil script, so if you ever have to, not the whole recoil script, okay, that sounds like, it's like the script, I mean like the actual, like, pattern, I guess, recoil pattern. The whole entire pattern, like, you're gonna, like, eventually, you're gonna need to know how to use this. There's situations that occur where you're gonna need to know how to use, like, the whole, like, not the whole thing. I don't think you'll ever need the whole thing, although you might of it like one time or a couple times. I'm sure I had to do it at least one time, one or two times against a lot of people that are like right next to each other. But otherwise, you're not gonna need to. But at least knowing half of this or a quarter of it, but not these 3-round bursts. You know, they're good, but they're not ideal. So yeah, I've just seen a bunch of comments saying I have recoil scripts which I understand because people don't take the time to learn the rest of the recoil, which is understandable, but I've played this game since it came out, so I really this is my favorite game. This is what I play. I don't play anything else. I play Counter-Strike sometimes. I got hours in that game from a very, very long time ago. But, like, what I play is pretty much Rust. Although Fortnite's pretty good, but, yeah, so just take some time and learn this recoil. Okay, so just, like, learn it, okay? It's not that hard. It feels impossible at first. And it looks impossible at first. But once you get it down, it's not that hard. You literally just have to keep this crosshair on this target. That's it. It's not that hard. Of course there's human error. You're not going to be perfect. I'm not perfect. B-Chills isn't perfect. Shacky isn't perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you can get it down to a pretty good, substantial amount of recoil control. So, like, even memorizing, how much is this? Let's see. The hardest part is the curve, which comes out about right here. The hardest part is that. Right there. So if you could control, just, let's say, before the curve, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you could control 7 bullets. Just these. You're getting better than your 3-round burst. Then, once you go into the turn, the hardest part of the recoil spray are these turns. Once you get past each turn, dude, it's an easy breathe. It's like controlling this, but the other way. So once you get that first 7 down, then you go to the next 7, which is right. Well, obviously, oh, okay. So it's like this. So you just go down, and then you go left, or whatever. But you need to just reverse. So right here, you're pulling down right to control this. Then, as it turns, you're going to go, down and left into a turn. And then you're going to go down and right again, and then left, and then until you get to here. But at that point, you're out of ammo, of course. So you can control recoil. It's not impossible. It's not that hard. It's just different. And that's the hardest part for people to overcome. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Subscribe for more dabberooning content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, my dudes.